Sometimes you gave a lot of time and all you ended up did was lose money. I've been there, man. I was in this trade GVO for, maybe a year and a half of my life or more. And I bought in to kind of balance myself. Twice I got to break even. Could have taken my 15 grand off the table. I was only worth 45,000 at the time. Should have taken my 15 grand twice. I was like, nah, man, I'm going to hold. Like, I'm in for the long haul here. They kept diluting the stock to keep it above $1 so it could stay on the NASDAQ. So they just kept lowering the price of the stock and giving me more shares, right? It was so shady. Next thing you know, the stock could never have been, no matter how much they pumped it, even if they tripled it from $1 to $3, it was still nowhere near how much I bought because they had diluted it. You get what I mean? Eventually, it diluted me to the point where I was never going to get my money back. It was impossible. And I was so pissed, man. And I had to cut it off at one point. The day I sold it was probably the worst and best day of my life at the time. Because I was finally free. I looked at it every day. It ate my soul alive. I wanted to win so bad. I wanted to show my wife that I hit it. I wanted to prove to my parents I was an investor. And I wanted to make it, Two of my friends were making millions at the time. I was still making peanuts. I was living in a one-bedroom apartment. I wanted to change my life. That angst in me to be somebody, to be a somebody, to do something different, to go all the way. It just, you know what I mean? It ate me up inside. And I just wanted to show everyone that I could be somebody, man. Sam, and I wasn't trying to impress. I just wanted to show people that I wasn't just this night shift guy that did nothing with his life. I was smart. I was insightful. I could win, And when I lost that money and I called my dad, and I told my dad, I wanted to tell on myself because I felt it would keep me from losing more money. I was afraid I was going to just keep losing more. So I said, Dad, man, I made a pretty bad decision. And, after years of holding the stock, I eventually lost like 15 grand. He's like, don't worry. I went in the day before Black Monday and opened up a stock. Right. He's like in a tank, but he's like, I held it for 10 years and I made my money. He's like, I have faith in you, Sam. You're going to make it. You're smart. You're insightful. You're paying attention. Something will come your way. You just have faith. He's like, you pray to God. You go to the church right now. You find a church. You find whatever you need to do. You go somewhere and you ask God, for some insight and for some help. That's what my dad's advice was, man. He's like, and I believe in you more than you ever know. And believe in yourself. And he's saying, don't get so down on yourself. You got your whole life ahead of you. This is just a tiny bump in the road, man. I said, all right, Dad, thank you. And that's what a father's for, man. I can still remember the times that I called my dad and when I was lost, when I was confused.
Don't miss out on our next live stream. Subscribe to @CryptoLifer on YouTube for more.